Hey guys, so it is week 2. Last week we made our embellishments and this week we're going to be making tags and bookmarks. Hey guys, welcome back to week 2 of the Scrap Orders challenge. I'm hoping you all really enjoyed last week. I saw a lot of really positive comments on every video in the hop actually, and it was really lovely to see all of those. So yeah, let's get into week 2. So last week we did embellishments and this week we are going to be doing tags and bookmarks. First thing that I did, I divided all the bits and pieces that I cut up into these so that I can access them a little easier. So we've got all our circles in there and the bigger butterflies, and then we've got the hearts, the flowers, the tags and the fussy cut elements in there. So they're all separated, ready to be used. I still have my tray of bits. So I've got the remnants of the book pages, the other bits that I die cut out, and some of the larger pieces. Again, the big pieces I'm keeping aside for making the cards on week 3. So today we're going to look at tags and bookmarks. So I'm going to start off by doing a bookmark because this was the idea that I had and I just thought it would be a really nice touch. Now, I've not made a paper bookmark before. I've made some resin bookmarks. I've made some beaded bookmarks. So today we're going to have a look at doing a paper one, and because it's me, it's definitely going to have some book paper on it because, you know, I like my books. So I'm wondering, I'd like to use some of this, but I want to save that for a card, I think. I'm wondering, ooh, yes, I can trim that to be part of our, that's the first part of our piece, I think. Do I want a marble? No. Right. I'm gonna pop this to one side and we'll start with this one, trimming this down. So I just want to cut off that. So that would be, so let's do 1 3/4 because then that can give me, I don't know. Yeah, that is straight. Good. So we'll trim that off. That can go in the box of bits. Which I need slightly closer to me. There we go. So this is going to be the start of our bookmark. Now, I had a couple of thoughts with this. And because this is double-sided, I can kind of do what I was originally thinking. So my plan was on the back, get my circles out, and I'm going to find some circles that go well with this. And I want one large one, and it's me, so I'm obviously going to go towards the purple, I think. Then for the medium, I would like, if I can find it, the back of this, because the back of this was sort of a marble effect. And knowing me, I'm going to have none of the circles this size in that paper because that would be, you know, work out well for me. I told you I had a plan when I was making it, didn't I? And yeah, apparently that plan is not going to happen without a little bit of typical. Okay, so now the question is, do I have another one of these that I can cut it down into? No. Do I have a remnant of that piece of paper? Let's hope. It's this one, isn't it? Yeah, of course I do, because I cut it off. No, it's this one that I want. Ding bat. Ding bat. Yes, I do, because I have it right there. So let's pop out our middle-sized circle, which I believe is this one. Yes. Let's grab a couple of circles. Can I get one in that corner? No. There's no point using that one. That one doesn't even look like it's got the black in it. Try and find it. Okay, let's use this end because these are definitely got a marble effect. There we go. All that prep and I still didn't have what I wanted. Typical. And then, oh, there's a heart in there. You had snuck into the wrong bit. And then I want some of the little ones. So it's going to be like this. And then if I can, which I can, I'm going to do that. So we're going to have that sort of pattern over some book paper, because you know me. Now this is 1 3/4, so I'm going to make this 1 1/4. And I don't know if this edge is straight, so we'll create a straight edge. It seemed it was. And then 1 1/4. There we go. Love it. Now, how tall is this? Just shy of 5, so let's actually cut this to 4 3/4, just to make it easier on myself, because you know, 4 3/4. So we want cut off here. I did 1/2 inch smaller, didn't I? Yeah. Oh, I love that it's got the chapter on there as well. Love it. So, again, going to use my art glitter glue because it doesn't bubble. Oh, solid writing, or with the, I think solid writing actually. There's me saying I like that it's got the chapter bit on, but I think the other side is better. So let's pop our that way up, so this way up. Pop this in the middle. Eyeball the centre. She says eyeball and changes her mind straight away. I don't want to eyeball. Okay. Okay. So there is the first side of our brain. Come on, brain. Bookmark. First side of our bookmark. Okie dokie. So on the other side of this one, I decided, because it's got the nice flowers on, that we would add a couple of butterflies. So I just had a look through to try and find some that with the right sort of colour that I wanted, and I've gone with this purple one and then the marble one, and I'm just going to pop those on the top just as a nice decorative feature on the front. I love this paper, so I don't actually want to do anything to it. The main design was the dots on the back. So we've done that one. We are going to then move on, once our butterfly is fixed in place, to creating a tag. So I got a few tags out to have a look at the colour of the design paper that I'd used, and decided which one I wanted to choose. And then I wanted to make a rosette to go on it. So this yellowy striped paper, I did consider the flowers one, but the yellow striped paper was better. And so what I've done is I've cut 2 3/4 inch strips, So 3/4 of an inch, 3/4 of an inch. I'm going to use it with the green one because I think that colour goes best. So to make your rosette, you want to score your strip at every 1/2 inch. Obviously, if you do this on a 12-inch long piece, it would be much easier. But I'm using 2 small pieces because that's what I had in my scraps. So checking that they fit together with the stripes, we're going to fold it up, forward and backwards concertina it, figure out where the next piece goes, and then we're going to stick 2 of the ends together. Obviously, if you've got a long piece, you don't need to stick them together like this. This was just what I was doing to make sure I could use the smaller pieces. Going to leave that glue to dry while I decide what circle I'm going to have on the front and the back of my rosette. You need a large circle on the back and a smaller one for the front. I'm going to pop a bigger hole in my tag and add an eyelet to it just to give it a really nice finish and make it look like an actual tag. I do love putting eyelets and things. I think it just adds another level of, yeah, really nice. So we've done that. I'm then going to stick the other end of the 2 pieces together and pop a tag on that, pop a clip on that to let it dry, and think about what else we want to put on our tag. So the big yellow circle is going to go on the bottom. So I'm just going to trim where I lined those 2 pieces up. I'm just trimming them down so that they fit together nicely. You haven't got a sticky out bit. And then I'm going to try and turn this in. Now, because this was a small, I think these strips were about 4 inches each. Realistically, you want something at least 10-12 inches to make an easy rosette. But I don't like doing easy, plus this was all I had in my scraps. So I have bent it inside to turn it into the shape, and rather than using hot glue, I decided to use wet glue because I didn't want to get my hot glue gun out. So I'm just holding that in place there. Then we're going to add some glue into the centre and again hold it together. I'm going to put my clip on just to keep it in place, and the wet glue wasn't dry, so just having to readjust ever so slightly. So I'm going to put that clip on there to let that dry. Then I'm going to pop the smaller circle on the top just to hide that centrepiece really. And again, if you use your hot glue gun, this is a lot quicker than using wet glue like I am. So then I'm going to figure out, I want to put my rosette on the bottom of my tag. So I thought I'd have a look and see, and I found 2 butterflies that I thought would work. So we're going to put the butterflies down one side at the top, and then we're going to have our rosette in the opposite bottom corner, down at the bottom there. I'm going to add some glue on, and then I'm going to clip that on as well. I've got glue all over my desk. I'm going to clip that onto the tag to let the glue dry. While we're doing that, I'm going to find some twine to use. I wanted to do a green, but then I thought I actually would go with a yellow to balance out the rosette. So you've got some yellow at the top and at the bottom. Popping that through the eyelet, stringing it through and trimming it off. Then I was having a think about that top corner because I felt something belonged in that top corner. And so I found this square green button that I decided to sew on. So I used the same yellow thread. So then we've got 3 points of yellow. I'm just going to make some holes using my pokey tool, and then I'm going to sew this through. Now I have somewhere some oversized needles so that I can use my twine. Could I find them? Of course I couldn't because I needed them. So I did it by hand. So I've just put a little bit of tape over the end. I've then made a hole using my pokey tool, and then I'm going to thread it through the button and back through so that it is stitched in nicely. It was a bit of a fiddle, I'll be honest. It would have been much easier with my oversized needles, but I don't know where they are. I've seen them recently, which probably means I've put them away somewhere, you know, nice and safe, and then forgotten where I've put them. Please tell me I'm not the only person who does that, because I do it all the time. Okie dokie, so please make sure you are liking and subscribing to everyone on the hop. I know they all work really hard, and so would love to see you if you haven't already subscribed. Please comment on every video to be in with a chance of winning the grand prize. There are 3 international grand prizes, which I showed at the beginning. There are also, I think, 3 channels doing their own giveaways. So it's really, really exciting. And don't forget, next week, we'll have our 3rd part. Please use the hashtag SCRAPHOARDERS to find all of our videos. The lady who is next in the hop, her video link will be at the top of my description box. Please make sure you visit every stop on the hop. And I'd just like to say thank you to all my new subscribers. I do really appreciate you. I hope you find the rest of my videos interesting as well. I am amazed that I've reached 200, and I will be doing a giveaway soon, so please keep your eyes peeled for that. Yes, enjoy the hop. Okie dokie guys, so we are back to look at the embellishments. I've let it dry overnight because I was hoping it would look nice. Now this is the crackle glaze. Now I've not used the crackle glaze before, and so that is actually really cool to look at. And it feels really nice and textured. But this butterfly that was only the book paper, that's obviously very thin, it's curled it up, which is actually really cute. I love that. So there's that one, which I really, really like. I also made a few others. So you watched me make this bookmark as well. So we've got our gorgeous gold roses on one side with the butterflies, and then the dots that almost sort of the pattern on the back, which almost, just thinking if they were halves and crescents, they could look like moon phases. So we've got those two. Then I also made a few others. So when I got the crackle glaze out, I decided to get the it's not crackle glaze, crackle accents, sorry. I got my glossy accents out and added it to these hearts. This is just a simple tag. I'm still not sure whether I'm going to put an eyelet in it. I might not. So we got that one. I then created this one, which I really like, which is just nice and simple. I used the same striped paper on this and the same book paper, and then stuck a button in the middle. That's a nice plain one. And then I did, to match the embellishment that was a big butterfly garden, I did a big butterfly garden tag, which is here. So if I move these a second, let me go through this one with you, because this one's got a lot of bits. So we have got a 4-layer butterfly here. So we've got the blue, the green, the book paper, then the stripes. We've got a 3-layer here, the yellow, the pink, the marbled. The backing is this blue and white stripes, and I have just coated it with a variety of different sized flowers. And this was the thing that really excited me, and I had no idea it was going to work. But this flower punch that I've got was the perfect size for these flowers on the design paper, which I just thought was really cool. So if I bring that up, you can hopefully see where it's exactly the right size. So it gives it a gorgeous border. So that was an exciting find when I was cutting things out. So yeah, so this is my other, and these are all only stuck in the centre, so all the wings are movable and functional and separate. So here are my tags and my bookmark for week 2 of this incredible hop. So as before, there are 3 grand prizes. The person who is next in the hop will be in my description box. If you haven't seen week 1, I will pop it up in the top corner for you. Please go around, visit everyone on the hop. In order to be in with a chance of winning one of the 3 grand prizes, you need to comment on every video every week. And details for that, for the dates and everything, will be in the description box. And I will see you next week, guys. Thank you very much for spending time with me today. Keep crafting, and I'll see you soon. Bye.